everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Last time, after obtaining not one but 2 sea charts, well actually that was 2 videos ago, but it kind of led into me talking about how we went to the Southeastern Sea, a new quadrant of this whole wide, vast ocean world. And this time, we're going to be exploring that area a lot more. Enemy sighted, I didn't see him, I don't have a care in the world. We have made it to Haro Island. My, how harrowing this place looks. Oh, smell it! This island just reeks of riches! I'd warrant my wallet on it. Go poke around, and don't miss a single thing, Link. Yeah, there are many islands in the Southeastern Sea, including the ones that hold the pure metals, but I think we just want to go around and see what we can find by doing some treasure hunting. Nothing over this way, nothing over that way. Okay, how about you? Boing-oing! Golden opportunity awaits. The right moves can change your life for the best. Rupees around underground here. That's why that's called Haro Island. Fee is only 50 rupees. The only rule, you can dig up just 10 treasures. It's all yours to keep, but don't think about digging any more than 10 times. What do you think? Give your luck a go? Yeah, I think so. I'll let you know when you've dug up your 10th treasure. Until then, take your time and above all else, have fun. Oh, and I almost forgot. Among the treasures are unlucky prizes for unlucky souls. So, will you leave here as a big winner or loser? Well then, please breeze in the wind and enter. I see why you've stayed in business despite the horrible location. You don't tell anybody that they might lose money until they've already given you the cash for the first time. Shovel hit something. Red rupee. Second one. Another red rupee. Third one. Kind of moving like a knight, doing like the whole L-shaped thing. I think that one was 1 space too many to be a knight, but hey, oh, we got something. Big green. Oh, 1. I stomped on the accelerator and something bad happened. Red rupee. Okay. Oh. Big green. Oh, my luck is so good. I love it. Blue rupee. Okay, it's not quite as good though, but at least it wasn't a bad thing. Still have more holes. Really? Oh, we got something. Another big green rupee! 1668! And another thing! Blue rupee. I still can seriously dig up more? And I got something else. Red rupee. 1 more to go. Nothing. Oh, wait. Oh, it's dig up 10 things, not dig 10 holes, right. Big rapport. Lost 50 rupees. Though I do appreciate Link's expression in the off-key item jingle. Always love it whenever they play around with that stuff. I have ended my session. What happens if I dig up more? You've now dug 10 times. You dare not dig again, not even once more. Consider yourself warned. Don't even think about digging again. I warned you so much not to dig, but you still did, so as a penalty, I will take 100 rupees from you. Now don't do it again. Oh no, you dug 1 more time. As penalty, I will collect all the rupees you got. What? Are you actually serious? You're not kidding. How many warnings is it going to take? I'll tell you, no more warnings, because you are now banned from playing here. Don't come here ever again. Those who break promises cannot enter. Please don't come back. Boing oi. Oh, it's you. You are banned from here, don't you remember? But if you're honestly sorry, so are you truly sorry for what you did last time? It's so tempting to say not really, but I really sorry. The cost of 300 rupees. Play again and have your ban lifted. Hey, wait, you don't have any money. Don't go saying you'll pay when you don't have the funds to cover it. That was really funny. I didn't know what would happen if you actually did it, but wow, that was worth every penny. But not really. I had saved beforehand and I wanted to know. I'd never seen it before and it was just so delicious that I had to do it. Back in we go. Okay, I deserve that. On the way back to the most harrowing experience I have ever withered. There were pirates. And I had to teach them there were rules for being pirates. Like, don't have another boat on board your boat. While it might seem like you get double buoyancy, there's diminishing returns. Pirate rule number 46. Also meant to tell you that while off screen getting back to the Southeastern Sea from Spirit Island, this ship part showed up. Ooh, Lucky Lee, I'm here to bring you luck. If you pay me 50 rupees, you can win big, big, big. Want to try your hand at a game of luck? Well then, let's start. Say there was a large treasure chest and a small treasure chest. Which do you choose? Small. You're a big winner, 200 rupees. This place is a great, great way to grind up money. Typically, you're gonna do pretty well, and if you're worried that you're not, there's always saving before a round and quitting if you don't get anything. But more than likely, 9 times out of 10, I come out ahead in this place. And I don't think it's any unusual cosmic luck, I think it's just the way that this place typically is. That is, if you're a nice, non-naughty boy and can play by the rules. Big green. Red rupee. Big rapport. Big rapport. Treasure map! That wasn't noted in my notes. Well, it's always nice whenever there's little surprises like that. I do note when there's collectibles, but I don't tell myself what they are, so my surprises are still legitimate whenever I do. I just know that it's something I want to pick up, not necessarily that specific thing. Lineback, Becky, I'd like to take off. I'm never calling him Becky ever again. Leave the island and come back in to play again. Another treasure map that's also right in the immediate area. Oh, strange voice rises from deep inside the hole. Lucky Lee, once again. The big chest and the little chest actually do mean something. The small chest will either give 200 rupees or cost 100, whereas the big chest can vary a lot more greatly. We're gonna go large that time. Big winner, 200 rupees. You wouldn't know it at all based on my result, but trust me, it is based on solid scientific, irrefutable evidence all the way from ZeldaWiki.org. Treasure map numero 3. Whoa! Maybe that's why I never got all the items here, because some treasure maps wouldn't appear until you had the Northeastern Sea chart. That would actually make a lot of sense, because not in every playthrough would I be able to get through the Ocean King. Yeah, we'll try this set again. Large. Big winner, 200. Green rupee! Ah! Treasure map number 4! I guess that settles whether or not I'm resetting on this run. It's okay, though. I've had some thoughts about getting banned again since then, and I kind of want to do it. The dirtiness between my bones is causing me to get really squeaky as I walk around this dirt path, and I'm gonna stop there because this is gonna get really gross really fast. But that is 4 treasure charts. That is all the items that can be gotten from here as proper collectibles. I'm gonna go out and come back in once more because I kind of want to know if Linebeck says anything special if you get banned and then talk to him. It's good to know that it's not called Haro Island because of anything traumatic that can happen to you here. Took all the rupees I got. No more warnings because you are now banned from playing here, and he kicks you out. Linebeck, what do you say? Well, I work to get banned from a place like this. Not my problem, I guess. You did not disappoint. Bye-bye, universe. I'll go to another. That's all for that little hunk of dirt in the middle of the ocean. Had quite a bit of ore in it, though. I mainly wanted to show that place early just because if there was any difficulty at all affording the mast ship, then, well, there isn't anymore. Makes getting money very easy to do, very not time-consuming at all, very time-friendly, very respectful of your time, very short, very succinct, very to the point, very the opposite of what I am doing by explaining it this way to you. Very close by, not far away feeling, much like Beetle's shop ship right here, and the Neptune. All right, that's swimming away from me right now. I wouldn't be able to catch it in a direct swim meet, so I think instead we're just gonna go to Beetle's shop ship right away, see what it's got in it now that we have all this money. Oh, 13 points! Spike handrail. Now is not the time to buy it, because I already got one of those. No, I'm not mocking your accent. I'm just trying to get immersed in your culture. All right, we got a Neptuna and or rusty swordfish to go chase. Sorry, Beetle. Sorry, I didn't mean to scrape your very nice port bow or whatever you call it. Been a while since I've done fishing. Let's see how we do. This boat looks so awesome. Nothing green in his groin area. I was hopeful. Okay, what was I thinking with saying that? Even Jolene's running away from us. She wanted nothing to do with that. She wouldn't touch that with a 75-foot pole. If there is another place that I'd like to go, it's back to the Traveler's Ship, because that refreshes daily. That's another reason why I made a huge point of making that the first place that we went in the Southeastern Sea, because doing that each and every time that we're venturing through these waters is a very wise way to spend one's time. Also, these eyeball monsters, we're actually getting a chance to see them fight, so why not? We'll give them a chance to shine. They're just, other enemies can attack alongside them, which I think is kind of the bigger problem because they're just merely distractions for the big guys. And they're flying, no, those are the seagulls. I thought, sorry seagulls, I thought you were giant one-eyed monsters, but you're not. Easy mistake to make, really. The market is flooded with Goron amber. Someday soon, I think people will no longer desire them at all. Yes, indeed, I believe the next thing is called the Helmarock plume. 254 rupees for a Helmarock plume. I think we only have one of these. Oh, we got two of them. 2,000 rupees. I'll take it. This is based on the system clock. Check it every day. Very worth your while. Next, I think to the south. There was a golden frog over this way that hopefully you got, because I sure didn't, and of course I want you to be in better shape than me, so yeah. Killed all the eyeball monsters but the pink one while looking around for said frog, and the last one dropped what looked to be 20 rupees. There the little golden man is. Saying all sorts of suggestive things today without meaning to. I'm sure it bothers somebody. There is... Okay, go back around maybe? Having some trouble getting this guy. Running into a lot of these things too. There he is. See him? See him? I got him! Oof, nice shot, buddy. The big frog spread the word about ya. Yeah, I'd like to know the Cyclone Slate pattern. And no, I ain't mocking your accent neither. It's Omega, possibly the coolest sounding letter in any alphabet. Seriously, it has the word mega in it. How is that not cool? And it manages to just be one letter while having a name that is just that extreme sounding. To address the elephant in the room, there is an island ahead that is what you should never do with your Nintendo handhelds. There's a giant DS Lite floating in the water, and it doesn't matter if it's obsolete technology or anything. Probably the prettiest game system I've ever owned was a DS Lite. I had a crimson black one that looked like it had the finish of a sports car. Oh, it was so beautiful. All that said, though, yes, this was visible in the background last time. I was trying to avoid showing it, but I think all I did was just make a lot of you mad at me and raise a lot more questions at it. Ciela, you are even less observant than I, so that absolves me of all guilt. Look there. That island isn't marked in our charts, Link. It looks like we can dock there. Looks like I predicted where that dock was going to be pretty well. There's loads of enemies all around us. DS Island. There's buttons where they should be. There's a D-pad where it should be. You got this going on where the battery and charging lights are. The microphone is there. I don't know what I actually did to earn that. I think it was just uncovering all those things with stones by doing that. Basically, you are rewarded for big gold rupee. We haven't seen one of those yet. There's no yellow rupees in this game that are worth 10, so that's a little bit surprising that's even in the game. And hey, look, Gorons! Who knew that our attention would be shifted away so quickly? A special challenge called the Goron game will be opening here soon, but we are behind in our preparations. Boy, do I need to hire a part-timer. Goron game, coming soon. Of all the features to be visible out on the world map, that one? Exit on the upper right. Prepare your shovel. Prepare your shovel indeed. Now, what I really like is the attention to detail here. So, that place where you have to dig is actually where the shovel icon goes while playing Phantom Hourglass. And if we're to dig in the spots where the HUD usually is, your shovel hit something. The very radiance of courage. What do the little tykes have to say? Busy, busy, so busy. I have no idea where I even start, brother. We are too busy, so there's no time to help my dad. Oh, so you weren't busy with that. You were just busy with your own little kid stuff. Adults never understand that us children have prior obligations sometimes too, and they're just all like, why aren't you helping me? You should always be helping me. I might be a little bit petty. What do you say? In the spot where the very questionable power button was placed on the original DS, something buried under the lower screen's menu button. Whatever that means. Spoiled your surprise there a little bit. I just seem to already know where a lot of collectibles are. These are where the speakers were. A beehive. Subterranean bees. Another beehive. These are the speakers on the original model DS, so they're kind of not quite the same as a DS Lite. It's a little bit inconsistent where on the main world map it looks like a DS Lite, yet it looks like a, I guess as they call them, unofficially DS Fat, but that term has never been in any sort of official text. So a snake! Ouch, they got into a very painful existence. Big green rupee! I'm probably going to be here for quite a while. Big red rupee. A lame non-big red rupee. A perfect likeness. The bombs are there because the original DS speakers blasted your ears out. Those things were strong, actually. That's another thing that I kind of miss is just how strong the speakers were on the original DS. If you've never used one, I don't blame you because it wasn't exactly the prettiest model. In fact, I knew somebody who thought the original Fat DS was development hardware and not a retail product. When I showed it to them, they're like, oh wow, I didn't know you had a dev kit. And I was just like, I don't. This was the original model, and they didn't believe me at first. It was pretty hideous, I won't deny it, but it is such an important place in my heart because it was the original model that I had. Plus, I miss the original thumb strap that they had for the DS. They never went back and did that again. Again, it had a little plastic shoe on the end of it so that you could use the touchscreen with your finger and not have to worry about scratching it with your nail. It was a very thoughtful design, and I used it all the time while playing Mario 64 DS, and it never came back, and I was really sad about that. I'm getting very off topic, so how about telling you about pointless trivia that you might actually care about? This is a concept for an island that did not make it into the Wind Waker. Originally, there was going to be a GC island for GameCube, but it didn't make it into the finished product. It was used here. And in fact, Phantom Hourglass is somewhat of a dumping grounds for the ideas that they couldn't implement into Wind Waker, into Four Swords Adventures, and into Twilight Princess. And even going a step beyond that, Twilight Princess began its development as Phantom Hourglass. They put development of a Wind Waker sequel into production right away, but after the initial negative reception, after Wind Waker was first shown off to the public and people were less than receptive to its art style, and also the success of Lord of the Rings, we ended up getting Twilight Princess instead. It's a pretty interesting history of games and how all that fits together. Whoa! Aggressive! These guys are new enemies. They are eye brutes? At least it's what Prima Games calls them, but I'm willing to bet they're wrong. These are totally Hinoxes. They are not called that in any official Phantom Hourglass text. Throwing bombs at them is hilarious because they just swat them away. The real thing to do is to either hit them in the back or shoot them in the eye, making them vulnerable to attacks. They're probably the strongest enemy there is, taking a lot of attacks. In fact, maybe our time with the Spirit of Wisdom was over before it started. Oh. Just backhanded a child. I'll have you know that the last person who did that to me got a sword through the forehead. Don't try me. Courage Gem! There were a couple of points at the bottom of the top screen area that I never dug up. That one was nothing special. How about, I already got that one. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here. Linebeck, I gave you all my snappy commentary on this area. What's yours? What's with this island? Sort of a different shape, don't you think? Nah, maybe it's just me. Want to set sail? I love you, man. You're so good to have around. No matter what Ciela tells me, I should stop believing. But for now, there is treasure to hunt. I like this. I kill you, steal all your stuff, you come back to life, so I kill you again and steal all your stuff again. Does that make me a sadist? For Pazuki playing the pirates, another mermaid prow. Her back surgery looks painful. That was on the way to treasure hunting, by the way. Treasure map number 1 that was dug up from the Haro Island minigame gives the boon of a meager can. It's just a pot on a stick. You weren't lying, and I gotta respect a cannon for that. Doesn't claim to be more than it is. Treasure map 2, or as I like to call it, Two-reasure map. I lied. I don't like calling it that. I just made it up right now. I hope you can forgive me. It's not a thing that I do. Bell anchor. I think that's all for the collectible hunting in the southeastern sea. Technically, there are those 2 treasure charts in the northeastern that could be gone and gotten, but I don't know if I want to go that far out of the way for now. Besides, not everybody has access to that chart, depending on how you performed at the Temple of the Ocean King. Next up, there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. There are 2 islands in the southeastern sea that were pointed out to us in the Temple of the Ocean King. Both are required, but it is non-linear. You can tackle either of them in any order, and I like how now that we've been playing for a while, training wheels come off. You can go do objectives in whatever order you wish. Not only that, but there's also the northeastern sea as well. I don't know if you eventually hit a brick wall for items that you have not collected from other dungeons out of having not done it before myself, but I thought it would be fun if we did things in a slightly non-linear way, and if it doesn't work out, it's a learning experience. That's my excuse for everything. Oh, wait, what? No, stop. Go back now, mister. No, I don't care about the traveler's ship, okay? At least not till tomorrow. There are big fishies in these waters. There she blows. I've spent all my days looking for the elusive stowfish. That little tiny minnow of 1 inch has cost me so much of me childhood. No fish, stowfish. I feel a lot better now that it's been attempted. Oh, whoa, draw distance, that... We got to see what it looked like underneath there for a few seconds. I saw that ice is merely an illusion. It's not actually there. I'll just sail right into it and be totally fine, because that's never done anything bad to a ship in the past. What's the deal with all this ice? We can't dock, Link, but I'm having one of my brilliant ideas. No, really. Do you see it already? Chart a course around the icy isle. We'll obliterate it all with a cannon. Don't we only have to actually blow away 2 chunks of it in order to be able to dock? At least that's what I think, but I'm not the great lineback. I don't have brilliant ideas. I'm merely just a swabby who was forced to join the crew, though not in the Shanghai kind of way. It was to save the world, so it was for the greater good. I'm gonna stop right here. Using the stop button is helpful. If it's just not possible to achieve a goal within the amount of time, it's good to just kind of stop for a little while. Enemies usually don't spawn in quite as much, but I mean, they do spawn in, just not quite as much. You know what I mean. The island itself serves as somewhat of a boss fight, I guess. Got enemies pelting you while you're trying to take out all the ice around you. And we broke 3,000 rupees, too. Can't complain about that. I'm gonna be here a while picking away at this ice. I don't want to make you sit through all of it, so I'll see you in a moment. Got it with 2 hearts left. All right, we blasted all that ice and sent it sinking into the sea. Hey, I wonder what kind of bizarre creatures are waiting to welcome us. Or will they lash out at us? Either way, let's go there, Link. I hope they're not mad about us destroying their last line of defense. Something tells me we're gonna have some kind of obligation to repay them when we get there and have to save the entire island because we were the ones who messed it up in the first place. Sort of thing happens to us video game heroes a lot. I'm used to it. The Isle of Frost. Well, kid, I was wondering what it'd be like on a big ice chunk, and now I know it's real frosty. Achoo! As cold as it is, it's warm as my treasure-seeking heart. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, we see just what sort of people live here on the Isle of Frost. Don't tell me you already saw them. You don't really know them. See you guys then.